Hey guys, I'm here, obviously. Well, you know, you never know. Coming, going, just, you never know. Alright, so, I, I'm going to try very hard to speak clearly tonight, even though I'm going to pay for that. And, by taking a toll on the vocals for the next few days. The bait bullshit, the blackmail bullshit, the team bullshit, the locals planning this shit around Summer and Cotton's is bullshit. The locals up to their own fuck shit, trying to use Summer shit and Cotton shit to fuck me shit. That shit's fucking old. Fred and that fuck shit's fucking old. Monster and that fuck shit's old. Chicken and that shit's old. Squall and that shit's old. The hill, the road, and that fuck shit's goddamn old. The Ryans, the Jennies, the Adrians, the PGs, and that fuck shit's old. I'm fucking tired of all you motherfuckers. Tired of you sons of bitches in my inbox and everywhere else, and your bullshittery bait goddamn garbage trying to elicit responses and being web sleuths and master manipulators, and you took a goddamn class from a Chris McDonough shit being goddamn old. Sick of it. I've had over 3 years of it. Fuck all of you all. And tonight, let me assure you, I'm not here to give you what any of you all want. I hope by the end of the night, many of you understand what's getting ready to happen. I hope you feel the goddamn fear. You've made so many innocent people feel. I hope by the end of it, not just tonight, but shit I'm getting ready to release, that I'm sure feds and others are well aware of, far before, oh hell, I don't, yeah, I'm sure far before the rest of us, but that I hold evidence of. On you tragedy pimps and what you've been doing, especially at these fucking locals. Money flowing, all this other bullshit, all the way back to origin points. But you fucked up all along the way. And I hope you understand indictments, times, how long it might take. And I hope in the upcoming months and years it may take to see a whole hell of a lot of y'all in shackles and being led to prison cells. Makes a bigger splash than Bullhorn and that bullshit. I came with a warning label. Now I don't give a shit who tonight's stream pisses off, pisses on, or what it shakes loose. Flying shit. I don't give a shit what. I just don't give a shit. And I hope it does. Because I'll tell you what the fuck some of you tragedy pimps and locals and shit have been doing, especially in the past couple weeks. Most certainly in the last few days. And what you're still doing today. What you think's vague isn't so vague. Never has been, really. But, whatever. That's how y'all managed or thought you managed to get by for so many years and around these active cases. Either way. Trying to do fuck shit, make others afraid, fuck with, yeah, it's same shit, different day, right? So many reasons y'all do the shit you do. Great deal of which recently, much like usual, is meant to fuck with certain people. Silence certain people. Try to set up certain people. And to try to figure out how far under buses y'all got yourselves. To weave, to bob, try to pull out receipts from I and others and figure out what the fuck's really going on. Last couple weeks, especially the last few days, what y'all been in such a fucking hurry to do as a last ditch extreme effort. Especially to fuck with I knows around me. It's pretty goddamn obvious. Nah, I wouldn't say that if I wasn't so goddamn confident. And what evidence of it I have, what proof of it I hold, and how all the dumbass motherfuckers you're using to do it, especially here locally, just can't quite keep their mouths shut. Especially them dope ass motherfuckers. I mean, I know y'all can get some dope ass motherfuckers to do some dumb ass shit for some strange ass change. Problem is, fucked up. Even the scariest of those sons of bitches. Which, trust me, these ain't really it lately, but whatever. Problem is, more than a few of these same ones have been embedded in and fucking around for years now. Summer shit with everything with you motherfuckers. Hell, some of them even before summer vanished. Ain't that something? Some even tying all the way back into, well, Dawn, Candace, Fred, Laura, dope shit, fuck shit. Weird immediate writers and cleansers on the scene. Speech writers and those with origin points or circling certain attempted marathons, scamathons, building and writing stories. I don't know. So much to say. So many of you playing in it. Intentionally. Right in the fucking script. Right. Nah. Guess what all those are. It's things are in all the properties and certain places going off at the same time. I love these things. Too bad certain locals didn't realize they also record audio and shit too. Sound fucking amazing. Yeah. Them their dumbass mouths. That's one tonight playing this shit around summer shit and cotton shit. Fight dumb written across my fucking forehead. Because of some shit yesterday after it seems like Ziggy and Fred were on playing some fuck shit. Then I guess I'm supposed to come like, oh God, and then I didn't, even after people were like, oh, they're saying it. And then a video put out, and I'm like, oh, fucking blah, 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 Dora the Explorer shit. Yeah. And goddamn. Feels like a 40 for 1 bait day. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. The way shit's spelled in certain titles today, and a mention of a certain thing, though. I'm gonna go with no. If certain blue eyes doesn't stop the vague shit, I'm gonna take a whole goddamn channel. You know, but it always is supposed to look one way, but be another. Come on. Fuck you, Anahive. Anyway. I don't give a shit. I hold enough. Y'all won't be getting shit from me in those regards. Now, what I will say is this. Fred and his tee fuckery. And his groups, whatever, around all this shit. Backpack, Dora, whatever, I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, YouTube actually does go real life. YouTube is not real life, troll. Apparently you've been subbed for a day. Go fuck yourself and fuck off. Anyway, and I don't really give a shit if anybody chats. Never have. Not about that life. That's why most of you motherfuckers are in the box. I've spent like 3 years putting a whole lot of some bitches in the box. You're gonna join me. Enjoy it. Anyway. Try again later. Anyway. What I will say is this. Fred, the backpack shit, Ziggy shit, y'all motherfuckers playing shit, trying to get receipts, trying to figure out how far you're fucked, trying to elicit responses, blah blah blah, vague threats, hints at, hive shit, fuck all y'all. What I do know is that, well, Fred and Ziggy need to turn around to Fred's supposed siblings over near the burn barrel bullshit. Being used by the team built around certain motherfuckers, including Monster, Fred, Laura, Donna, Candace, to fuck around and play footsies and dinner time, all kind of shit, polygraphs, whatever, you know, all this shit come out over there. I believe them and a chatter are responsible for, I don't know, the backpack shit and the clothing supposedly of Summers and the dryer washer up there. His or his mom and dad's place, where I don't know. Right? I don't know what the fuck. Don't really give a fuck. They're the ones that put a backpack out there and on Fred. Mm. And I'm assuming if any of that was fucking real, Fred been in fucking jail being hammered down on. From the second law enforcement or feds fucking found anything remotely like that. So I'm gonna call it bullshit. I also call half the polygraph bullshit, fake shit. I got a great deal of shit around Fred bullshit. Fuck that dude in particular. What I won't call bullshit is the fact that that motherfucker, much like other players, you know, in and around that road, have been playing chaos making motherfucking monkeys since the second one that summer vanished. They ain't stopped yet. Look at this. Look at that. Look everywhere except up. It's up to alien feds to figure out why. I know a couple of them are just doing it for their own stupid shit and to hide small shit. Others, I don't know, especially when you combine quiet, seemingly pre-planned meetings and whispers and shit and fuck shit and links back into YouTube and local shit and dope shit, all that shit. And then writers and other fuckery, I don't know. From the get. I won't discount that. It's just too strange for me. I think a couple, for damn sure, already had knowledge of how realms like this could be used, or that they even fucking existed to begin with. I've watched from the earliest moments as people suddenly, oh, you know, made sure to start wearing religious cloaking, start pretending to be fucking a conspiracy buying woo woo whatever, going off the deep end because of XYZ, but only doing that online, but in real life, seconds after posting, looking and sitting just fine and normal. Much the same as you see the different faces for real media versus YouTubers on the same goddamn days. Same shit's always existed with certain motherfuckers, rude. Different masks for different situations, people, behavior patterns, cycles. Shit. You don't know what. Have you ever thinking, especially here on the grid. And so many of you on being stupid enough to be caught up in this shit. Trapped or fucked with by tragedy pimps or allowing yourselves to be bought. Or otherwise. But some of that otherwise shit, what choice did you have, right? Even still. Dear, right? It's a hell of a thing, isn't it? So some of you, I guess, I can understand. Others of you don't willingly going and having collars and leashes and shit placed on you and taking money for it. Others trying to use it to fuck with, you know. Just fuck where you think. In the past few weeks, as I've seen some of you doing what the fuck you're doing, simultaneously fucking with Ellie, all of us. More than Hmm. Having fingers in and around it. Certain shaking across Tennessee that then old Freddy Pants comes here with. Starts running back and forth between. A couple of you tying right back in and around Summer's real life. Real case. And real shit for youngs. Shit that's made some of y'all wrangleable by some of these tragedy pimps. Am I right? Yeah, I am. I know I am. Ended holding up. I wouldn't say it. What I know is that whatever the fuck the backpack shit is, it's been weird throughout this since the earliest days. Real strange that. Yeah, I can't say there's not several, so I don't fucking know. But I think a whole lot of it's been to try to get info and shit. At least as far as crap mentioned on Burn Brown Forward from others, right, that are maybe worried about the first backpack shit. Thing is, man, I ain't worried about the backpack shit. Backpack shit. There's something wrong with it. Not like Fred's whatever the fuck backpack, but the backpack shit that seemingly could have only come from. Nah, not seemingly did. There's something about that that's gonna come from somewhere around those near around certain construction shit known to Dawn and other fucking players that didn't touch toes with Squall and Monster and all these others, and then you found it seemingly worrying some to the point that they fucking lie about it and fake ass bullshit enacted weaponized lawsuits to tamper with and fuck around with certain counties, judges, and shit from Monster, Jenny, Adrian, and Penny, and all them as they're doing fuck shit. Right? Try to get other initial Fed fuck shit. All the things, man, they apply. But you have that being mentioned in the very first little bit by people who could have only and I've never liked the flavor on it. Never, and I still don't. There's something up that shit. Where it originated, why, how, who originally said it, what it was maybe used for. But it damn sure come from around people that could have been putting it on purpose to do terrible things with and create shit with. And to fuck with law enforcement or Summer's case with. And this would have been, well, very early on, obviously, but not. The tragedy pimps being inserted in and around predate by quite a few days, and those then that's the problem with it, right? Tragedy pimps and those initial insertion teams, they predate it. And then they rub hands with locals, and then, right, it seems to start weaving a thing. I don't like it. I'm sure feds are aware, obviously. I know they are. Have been. Since it transpired. So, I'm not. I mean, for me, it's worse because I don't hold all the answers. But I hold enough. No, that's some sort of fuck shit. On many parts. The more the days carry on, right? The years now. I have to wonder about certain shit a little bit harder than I did even then as it was occurring. Leading right up to summer finish. And that Twizzler effect. How desperate or afraid certain people. I don't know. Cowards. I don't know that I expected any different. Oh. From. I guess it did. From someone I've known to be a fucking coward their whole life. Cowards and greed and monsters on my. Yeah, yesterday, as I stood here and listened to more motherfuckers motherfuckering around with me, right? Sent, for sure. Too stupid to realize that what they were saying instantly. Well, I think they did, because then they made themselves quite scarce. Because I looked at them like they were an entire idiot. I couldn't help it. Often my facial expressions give shit away. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, right? They mention certain people, say they know me because of. I'm like, oh, really? And that's funny. That's where you know or recognize me from, though that's not possible. You couldn't. Because that person and I've never hung out, never been anywhere together, never really even was around them. Nope. They've barely seen me throughout my entire life. Like, are you shitting me? But that's where you recognize me from. Yeah, that's right. Get back in the car. And then when these same people have shit to do with Fred recently in certain parks. And that has to do with, oh, I don't know, PG, Ryan, Rest, Cotton, other shit. Tying it back into others dumb enough to mention 10K amounts. Weird shit. Fuck shit. Weird tag shit. People playing dumb with me today. Fucking up before I know they fucked up. You know, certain shit come out as again for that stupid polls. Right. Others visited some of the worst places over the course of all these recent things around us. Visiting some of the worst places and making sure certain things and then pretend they didn't, and being within a day or two, setups attempted by and the misuse of Ellie and shit here to do it, and all that. Certain players around Freddy touches ground, makes an immediate beeline for after the Summers case. Up here fucking around with law enforcement. Not even remotely, really, in Summers' case, but other things. Got statewide shake. It's a strange fucking box of bullshit. Especially when you know about where certain people that keep showing up have hands and shit tied to. No, Mr. Liar Liar Pants on Fire's hand. But in that too, you have Dawn connected to some of these folks too, obviously. Him and Fred both. Throughout years. Knoxville's, other things. Three-day runoffs, shit like that, you know? Always coming back to that good time religion and American stuff. Letter writing. That was a big one. Fuck all y'all, man. The thing is, all your stupid shit for all these years. Your building and writing, especially about the tragedy pimps, your weaving of certain shit and chaos and mud and usage of Summer's case, or to target people, do certain dirt and type of shit, man. It's all been fucked from the get. It's a stupid way to go. Because it was far bigger and badder. No better than the stories you've been trying to write. The people you've been trying to build into suspects or place all the attention on while you try to get away from other people and all that shit. As you've been trying to reward chase, treasure hunt, elicit responses, web sleuth, do all your stupid shit like you do in every goddamn case, notebook style. Y'all have always been stupid. Even those of you who are the big boys, which still aren't, affiliated with those who are affiliated with years worth of international writers who I guarantee have spent years profiting at clout and building and whatever. Anyway, definitely one of the ones that would have benefited the most from or wanted certain people around Summer's case entirely annihilated, discredited, fucked with, screwed with, etc. Just whatever. Because it didn't fit your goddamn narrative. It didn't fit what you wanted to go with. Right. trying to finally get one right about what any false means necessary while attempting to use this place as a tool. Try to cleanse muddied reputations after so many failures, fuck ups. There are only so many of y'all for different reasons. That would have hammered at certain things like this. And the thing is, certain dates apply, certain changes in apply, certain team building applies, certain insertions apply with all that. And for y'all to have shown such an extreme concern and wanting to rid things to get rid of them. There are only so many of you that could have benefited for several reasons. Weird part is, certain folks were taking advantage of it. It actually might have helped them. So then when the turn came, it didn't want to make sense. Other than, greed, monsters, weird fuck shit, chaos. But it's not hard to figure out why certain YouTubers here would want certain things to not apply. And that's because it put a real big fucking wrench. And they're wanting to have everything go along with the story they're building. To not be wrong, and to be this thing, other. And that's not what true detectives do. You don't go with your own biased leanings and shit, or what you want to be true, and then make everything so. Or attempt to. Or to apply pressure, and things to extreme proportions in criminal shit, real life shit, and do fuck shit via lots of fucking people than criminals and tragedy pimps and whatever to get your fucking money. build something that may not be. True detectives don't build. And weave. They find and compile. Despite that, saying a build case. It's the wrong wording. They don't build anything. True detectives find, compile, and wait for overwhelming proof and evidence. Good ones do not let bias and what they want to believe or think they may, they don't let that lead them places. And they damn sure don't come up with their own ideas, formulate it, and then try to make everything and force it, no matter what. They don't do that. I know that to be fact because I've known throughout my lifetime. A great deal, many. That are good and good at what they do. I know the difference. Between shitty ones and good ones. Ones with heart, minds, etc., instead of ego and all those other things. But I know there are only a certain amount of you motherfuckers, YouTube wise and real life wise, do certain things would have benefited, reasons why certain things for years been done. Doesn't take a genius. You know, I just there's always so much to say, but so much it's not time to, or that shouldn't be. Said quite yet. Not the world, anyway. Or at least not to abandon Mary tragedy pimps, weavers, criminals, wannabe web sleuths, and tools, and whatever else. But when you know all of this, all of it, is basically just this. No, I'm not talking about summer vanishing, but all this shit on YouTube that then goes real life into extremes on everybody running, same playbook over and over again. And in Summer's case, it's pretty damn extreme. Has been for years. Extremes that make that bullhorn Betty shit look like child's play, and I just wish these around here had made examples of more than a few. I'm sure they will in their own time. Bullhorn, more than a few y'all deserve far more than even that shit in and around Sebastian's area. Leilani Summers. Far more than orders protection. You deserve real fucking prison time. Those of y'all, despite those orders, still fuck around, playing with and being the on the ground things for those like Born. And even while she has those in effect, need to be jerked the fuck up. Your lives in the cul-de-sac's destroyed for it. For daring to do so, just like you have here around Summers on purpose. So many around. Why you've played Pick Me, or done whatever the fuck it is you're doing, or cashing in for your goddamn dope money, whatever the fuck it is. Just be part of whatever, you know. Just like some of you have tried to do since Boswell and shit. Yeah, I just fuck all y'all, man. And that's how you predated Summer's case here. I'm already wrapped around those like AB and TM and Chris McDonough and others, and tied back to local YouTubers and shit. Very close to the hill, and otherwise, and had people within seconds that were actually part of things. Fuck around with so much other shit. You know what's been strange is for years dealing with the fact that I watch every day here is all these YouTubers and their little fairs, all the team, all the all things. They try to destroy myself, kids, all the kids especially, and everybody else around Summer's case. One way or another. But I've always found it, wow, for years as they fed out and hammered down at us and made most of these people drink Kool-Aid and eat shit and whatever, you know. Where it concerns, you want to put out a narrative that nobody can be believed, it's there, and by nobody I mean me or whatever, you know. Blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, they've spent those same years in the background and through these means on YouTube trying to get every goddamn thing. I and my kids know about some. The links and criminal shit they've gotten up to and gone to try to do that around my children, not especially my family, etc. Shit so extreme, most wouldn't believe it, which is part of what they rely on, right? But it's weird, isn't it? We're such goddamn liars, not to be believed. And here for X, Y, Z, blah, blah, whatever, right? And why the fuck are those same people feeding you all that bullshit? Trying to database a motherfucker, trying to get all the things, trying to get children fucked with and acquire them by any means necessary, the monster in order to get money and do whatever shit they want to do and all this, all this crap. Strange, isn't it? You'd think they wouldn't give a fuck. But yet back here, and even out right in front of you on young siblings, just don't pay attention to it. If we're ever what they've tried to build us into or to discredit us, then why the fuck they spent this much effort? If nothing we say the same matters, then why the fuck you trying to do all that shit and mad and salty and want to go to these extremes for years? And still yet, it's good old things that don't fucking matter. If it's all bullshit. See how it fucking works, dear public? It doesn't make good look sense, does it? Now, I can't say the kids and I mean one single fuck to anything other than at least being part of the time. I know what we've been told, or at least what I've been. And some of that I can't even share with my kids, nor am I to keep them safe. And from holding shit that others can try to acquire from them by any means necessary, if anything happens. And set up in Tamperville here, The thing is, sometimes you're told shit by people that you think or swear they have or hold to know things that obviously they clearly don't or can't. And that even these questions years later, or circling of you years later, is basic bitch shit. Which means even they don't know or hold certain things, and that they're playing with shit over here. Because if certain things were held, or things existed, and still be asking me stupid basic bitch shit after years. sort of how that works. Other than the team and all the workers and starting these whole efforts, where I just. But I ain't done. All I know is that I only trust so many. I only held faith in so many. And that's been true since the very first seconds, minutes, hours, days, and years. It continues to be exactly that. Same thing for me. Now, I'm not sure where it was. But either way, it's as simple as understanding that all these motherfuckers in true crime, trauma, bullshit, Dramaville are selling is the QAnon Wayfair style of bullshit propaganda. The building of whatever to take advantage of you all, to fuck with everybody, especially in the last few years, as they've become spongy and shit to this type of thing based on political, religious, all this shit, right? Whatever, it works well. It's pretty goddamn easy. Hell, it took over the entire goddamn world, didn't it? Some stupid asshole in the basement fucked the entire world. And it was that simple. One jackass on a computer for years now has had such an extreme and detrimental effect on the entire goddamn world and politics and events. One asshole. Goddamn lives destroyed and minds fucked. All at the origin point. One asshole beginning shit in his goddamn mama's basements. And it's really goddamn easy. Now, at first, with that shit, it wasn't too bad. But now everybody's all spongy for this shit. Primed for it. Algorithm for it. More apt to believe it. So then you have places like this that know that. Monsters that know that. Assholes that know that. Criminals that know that. And they use the same shit. When you realize that's what this band of merry fucks in or in each of these cases is doing to you all and everything else, it's not that hard to get the rest. The weavers, the makers, the fairy tale, whatever, see, candlestick makers, and those placed, built, those catch me if you can wannabe ass motherfuckers. And that's the thing about it, isn't it? Those like that, and how so many of them appear throughout all these several years. Summer's case. Now, if you really stop and think about it, if you're a smart motherfucker, you go, man, these motherfuckers are too smart to be really. You can see that in they're too smart to be acting the way they are. Doing what they're doing, and you can see their origin points, right? And how even they are not conspiracy buyers necessarily, but very quickly they will start pumping it out to you. And they're pretending, their facades become whatever, They do the initial insert looking like they're heckin' solid and common sense individuals, and then quickly they start feeding you horse shit, and then they plant others. So, like, what's that one they've been trying to bring back up for content and otherwise from summer / all the children's event on her birthday? That fucking weirdo Robin was like, oh gosh, I just love you, that one. That freak show. That one they've been trying recently with Hype to build back up into content. And though, if you noticed when that happened, they're like, no. And they ate it, and they were like, no. But now, suddenly, it's time to be putting attention. that one was placed there. Some of these doing this around you until you are far too educated to be believing what they are selling, which is the reason they are sellers of it, who eventually, well, it leads you to believe they really buy the shit, so they don't. If you look at them in their personal lives, personal communications, and who they are historically, they ain't built like that. They don't talk like that. They make fun of others who buy bullshit like that. But you know what they are? Educated enough to take advantage of all of you all with that fuck shit. And to use the QAnon Wayfair bender bullshit. Fuck you all up. To tamper with everything around these cases. That's what they're educated enough for. At certain points, you do have MIT level fucking super geniuses around this shit. Fucking you all up. Fucking damn law enforcement, feds, etc., hackers. You have all the shit that really does exist. You know what those motherfuckers are doing it for? The millions behind it, and ways in which they can indeed move millions behind it and crypto it and fuck with it. All the things. Yeah. Criminal empires indeed. Problem is, still got even around these MIT level motherfuckers. Because they have to deal with such tragedy pimp shit as this, there'll be traces of whether they like it or not. When you have commonalities between movements of certain things, it's there. And it's still only basic bitch shit. Easiest pie shit for some, right? And hell, even some of these worst little critters being the buffers and the inevitable held accountables for some of this shit for the MIT level motherfuckers who are gonna skirt away with whatever and leave the bags hanging with dumbasses and idiots and local motherfuckers stupid enough to. Yeah. You have them related and you have things throughout many cases that show they're present in a great many of them. And, and there are actual entire teams investors, if you will. Not if you will, they really fucking are no shit. No fucking shit. And what's it to these rich ass MIT fucks anyway? Those with, certain IQ factor, that made bank off of dark shit online. You think they give a fuck? They probably look at it like, oh, well, it doesn't matter. This person's missing, this person's murdered, etc. Anyway, we'll make mail off of it. Right? They do indeed see the missing and murdered as investment opportunities. A lot of them get off on their own intelligence, their egos, getting by with shit. They think. Just skirting feds, they think, so many times, and doing this and the other so many times. Whatever, right? Guaranteed. It's just how certain types of monsters work. Even Cheeto Pufflins all in the tech field weird shit. On to that dark shit. As types who built for cubicles, not touching supercharged wood, things like that. They have real careers at certain points to hide behind, but what they enjoy most is being online and what they consider catch me if you can types of shit. Other things are just meant to hide them through life and lifestyles. Other jobs bore the shit out of them. They're too easy, they make them yawn, but they have to have them, especially to hide things, because they're not dumb. You know, the little ones in between, though, down here in shit Stainville, that don't have the really good MIT type ends, but, it's the other, those fucks, they at least know what shims, jacks, scrapings, shit is. They have the buddies, the real jobs, they get in touch with locals, or they have buddies in the background here in True Crime Bill and other garbage for years that hold real positions and real jobs at agencies and services and things that are stupid enough to be up to fuck shit for them in the background. Yeah. And these MIT level motherfuckers use this shit out of. Yeah. Well, they all fuck you all up sideways. And they destroy these cases because it pays. Because to them it's just an average work day. One where their egos get filled, etc. their true joy, their needful things fulfilled. Offshores, cryptos, where, you know, this thing is, they all fail to realize, historically speaking, egos are usually part of a downfall. I mean, we all have egos to one degree or another, right? Everybody on Earth does. But critters like that are built different. Their egos, they're on a whole different level. And I don't know why, but those tech junkie fucking egotistical monster ne'er do wells, their personalities and egos reek in a different way than those in the world that aren't centered around, monsters that aren't centered around tech and that type of shit. Even the worst ego monsters. I don't know, there's something on that geek, weirdo type of fucking strange. Catch me if you can type of jackasses, you know? They just built different. And they reek of it, though. I know a few of those. Personally. A few types of those. And they always like, But yeah, when you realize things are places. And they're all semi-associated or associated with, and they're used as distraction techniques, and around those who've been playing woo-woo, sudden conspiracy, political, batshit, like, and it's just, and if they're placing these others around for their artists, and about the time some of those come along, you have certain people really on being suddenly going off the rails, same shit they others are building and crafting and weaving and making the story about, driving out the QAnon Wayfair shit, but throughout all the years and decades, that's not true. Their behavior patterns, cycles, who they are, but man, it's important for them to suddenly look that way online and to the public around the world. Like I've lost it, or sucking on the conspiracy, blah blah blah, because they're so heckin' concerned about saying are broken because of. I'm like, nah. I know better. People are using all this and the evidence and some revenge to build their own cloaks and curtains, masks behind with of because I know all of these people. And I know what I witnessed, which is Looney Tunes online seeming, and then 5 seconds later, face to face, being fine. Not mentioning a damn thing, like any of what they then were putting online. Knowing for years they weren't built like that, and they ain't built like that still. But it's very important to look like to the world that they are. And when you have motherfuckers that are capable of that, well, it all just smells wrong, makes you go, but why? But why? It's a hell of a lot of effort to go through. For what? To hide little shit? Or because you're responsible for the big shit? Which is it? Cleanse your ass? Cleanse your face? Or is it because you're responsible? You know, initially I thought there to be many possibilities. The longer time has gone on, the more I've watched some of the monsters. Desperation Rico. The less likely I think it is that there are an abundance of possibilities. Though I do hold things and certain things I still look at, and others that displaced public web sleuthing with the MIT type assholes, databases, etc. don't patterns for names of that I'm like, and it happened, but side eyeing the hell out of. But the more time marches on, and the more these motherfucker, the less I look at those, and the more I turn back to those closest to. There are only so many goddamn reasons you do what at least 5 to 6 characters around this are doing. Now are real life. 2 summers case. And that does not include the tragedy pimp assholes. Builders, weavers, writers, untrue, dirty detectives, that type of shit. Motherfuckers being like, ew, I touched a seared stick. Ew. Rub it on my jeans. It doesn't include almonds. They're just doing it for their own things. Right? Investment style and otherwise. But the problem with that is you have half those motherfuckers fucking around with real law enforcement, feds, etc. Shit, look what even the littlest goofballs like Jenny and Adrian and the chickens and everybody else monster got to even here in local courts with, and all the shit. All them big boy characters. They can get up to some fuck shit, especially when they got money to move around. Set up shit, destruction of real life shit. Those that fuck around for them online and taking hits for them, or left holding bags for them. They don't either. No. Then you get down to people like, I don't know. It's like this dumb shit. Right? It's dumb shit with Fred. For years. Motherfucker's whole life, really. But for years. Since summer range. The fuck is this dude's issue? This one camera. Somebody out here needs you all to believe. And to keep hearing that rhetoric of monsters on the road, monsters on the road, monsters on the road. Much like they need you to hear and believe GSP's lying, GSP's lying, GSP's lying. Fred's playing into this. But for his own thing, or for these people's? For the dope shit? For other reasons. I don't know. Because of weird quiet whispers and roads and the quietest of days? I don't know. Don't care. I do care, don't get me wrong. But I'm sure the FBI and TVN will learn. I bet. What I do know is it's the stupidest shit I've ever seen. And here's why. Because I don't give a good goddamn what Fred or this tragedy pimp crew get y'all on mindfuck you to believe. Monster what on that goddamn road on the 15th at no whatever the fuck. Okay? I have even shown y'all evidence that that's not true nor possible. Okay? It's not. It is not. Also, Fred and Lauren and everybody else somewhere show you that they're goddamn lying. But what it tells me potentially and has. Now I know him and Monster played the Let Me Interview game with Monster being given questions by the database crew and Ziggy letting it happen and all the bullshit, you know, all that crap. It was all useless. Right? It was all already canceled out for Monster to even pretend to be worried about it is some fuck shit. Or even ask him, I always was. He's only doing it for money, too. And play games, but I call it, it pays, right? And if either of them cared, they wouldn't have ever done any of that shit. I mean, they just here to play the game with their tragedy pimp. Clean up, cleansing, teen crew. Fuck all them for all that. Now, the thing about it is, people don't stop to think, wait the fuck a minute. Why is Fred so concerned with trying to make Monster present? When there's evidence proof he was not. What's the mindfuck there? What could Fred be worried about? I don't know if I was Fred, I'd still be wondering if any of what that dumb shit said was true. Because I think at a certain level, that dumb shit really did get shown certain things and not told. I guess like the rest of everybody that all things were not as they appeared. Now, I have to wonder, and I did at points, why that was. What would be the purpose of showing Fred pictures and not making him aware? If he was unaware that a date was wrong on something, and it was as simple as that. But everybody else around knowing that was the case and being made aware of it. Now, if you're law enforcement, that has to be done to certain folks like Fred for a reason, right? Huh. See if they'll keep hammering down on people, slinging mud, chaos, maybe. Maybe because, the Freds of the road have a decades-long habit of fucking around, fucking with certain shit. Or their people were. Some are vanishing with that one camera. Could be. Maybe the reason that it never would stay on the right one. Odd that. Odd that. But it also tells you that Fred's not seen footage or pictures of the 15th. I and others have. I did before even Ellie really did. That's a fact. The vehicles, etc., that were coming and going on the right day. During the right times. But Fred has not. But a certain Fred could be awful worried. Right? There's certain types like him or someone near around. But not being able to make everything look like, yeah, man, I don't know what to feel. Worried about the real things coming and going on the fucking 15th. And maybe the only, vids or pics or cams they knew about. And thank God they didn't know about all of it. Apparently even Fred didn't have that talent. Oopsies. Or because some were located in certain places others couldn't fuck with. Just gonna leave pin that. But I don't know, man. Seems to be a reason. This group and some of those players from the hill and around it only hammer down on certain shit and want to change things or to discredit or to fuck with or throw shit at or whatever. I don't know. One of those being the Scream and one of those trying to place Monster places he was not. And even I've shown enough evidence that he was not. Alright? Could not have been. That's the thing about all of it, man. Monster playing in and around it, too. No, that stupid shit, that goddamn team. Can't even believe he was ever that stupid. Or is it? I don't know. It's fucking stupid. That's what happens when you lose brain and you gain horn. And you're just desperate for not to look like goddamn abusing piece of shit. Monster. I guess. Whatever. And WU's out in the open for years and profit off of it. Stupid is, stupid does. But, anyway. It shows me even he plays to a degree on purpose, obviously. It shows me none of them give a fuck, just like I've known for the entire time none of them gave a fuck. Nobody had to tell me that, I've seen it. Witnessed it in person. None of them give a fuck about anything but themselves and monster bullshit. For one reason or the other. But I don't think he realizes that him even being willing to play in that bullshit to do content is there for money for him and Horn otherwise and to fuck with us and everything else. And if that gives this group the ability to then make him look like and to make him look like he's worried about just like a stupid culprit. And he should know better. There's no reason, like or that people mind fuck him too, because he really is gullible and easy in that way. Just like he always has been, to buy the bullshit they've pumped into his ear about the words they've twisted around on little shit, and him to be whatever, and to rage about it, and to come online and do what he's fucking done, because he buys their bullshit, much like many others that have been inserted in around us. You can't think past their age, but if he ever stopped and slowed down and got some more, he'd know better. He never will, though. Especially not with a dumb whore on his back, turning on the bad guy. But all it has really done is given the world and the group actually around him and the others the ability to make him look 100% sus and to play into this shit and everything, no matter what any of those are making. But he had to know there was, when I know he did, he just don't think it through. Don't care, I don't know, knows it pays, I don't even care. It's stupid and he's stupid for doing it. Now, Fred has his own fucking motives. What I do know is Fred has apparently been left in the dust. He has his own motives for wanting people to believe certain shit. Whether he's just the spearhead of the mouth they're going to use, this group, that is, to try to pump that shit out, or whether he's got something to really worry about around that camp, and the real 15th, and the real pictures and footage, and the real things, and the reams and reams of data. I don't know. But I do know and I feel like at a certain point that dumb shit really was starting to learn certain things that he has for some reason not been made aware when he was shown through certain things. They aren't. It probably was to test him and Laura maybe. See how far they go with their fucking chaos monkey Heston shit. Liar, liar, liar. Fanning set up on fire, motherfucker. What's up with that dude in heads anyway? Not Fanning, Fred. I have questions. But all the heads. And I don't mean the tweakers. The leaks on that, man. How many times in one's lifetime can you be concerned or have head-driven narratives around you? What are the odds of that? And that seemingly both suddenly concern you during that round, Summer's case. And dogs. Dogs worry, motherfucker. What's up with that shit? I mean, you see Don doing his own shit and dog every now and then. Fred, from the get, super concerned about scent dogs. In many cases, including Summers. To degrees that even Candace and Dawn aren't worried about. Fred's first one flipping the fuck out. Fred's first one saying, they're trying to set me up. Fred's first one distancing from Summer. Fred's first one can't use her name. Fred's first one putting out the same narratives. Fred's first one talking about Dawn and a debt close to 50K. Fred's first one putting out shit saying that Dawn is talking weird shit, Bible verse style mixed up about Summer being dirty and cleansed. Fred's flipping the fuck out. Fred and Laura out there studying and facing asshole deep in social media. But little whispered meetings in the middle of Ben Hill. It's fucking weird. Fred. And then again, if you know Fred, you know he just fucks up shit and does weird shit. Throughout all the decades, he's always super interested in shit. Wanting all the shit, around everything. He's got a problem. And a sneaky, not good, I don't know, for no good reason shit. Always lurking around some shit in the dark and otherwise. Always going around town and everywhere else, just getting near fuckers and just won't think like, I ain't got shit to do it. He's weird. Alright? It's fucking weird. You know what was it's even stranger is, even the motherfuckers like, some sitting here, right, or whatever. We're having a good knee slapping moment yesterday. Yep. About how even they, while I assume being used and directed to do certain shit, um, pretty happy that one's gone. Um, the words, everybody around here eventually hates or doesn't want to do it, motherfucker. That's true. They also find it funny. It's son of a bitch just found himself in flat, no hill having territory, or holler having territory, being walked like a bad dog twice a day. See, you can take a, nah, I mean, you can, see, you can't take the hill out of the hills into that. You can't take the hill out of the hill, and you can't take the hill out of the hills. It's now boxed and boxed twice a day. Locals, even his buddies, still, I assume, being sent, directed, fucked with, paid, all that shit, doing dirty work. We're even talking shit about him yesterday. It's a beautiful thing. Laughing their asses off that. Alright, we hope he never comes back. Now, my problem is he's a crack up there, bang people for a green card and whatever else, you know, for 10K. What do you think she's gonna bang a hill and a dog for from being hill? Shit, a book deal. I didn't know he was a criminal. Can I get some book rights? Come on, dumbass. Let me have your baby from prison. I don't know. I'll put it in the stroller too. Walk a dollar store. God, I ain't watched nothing they've been saying or doing. I don't give a fuck. But if that auto thumbnail is created, actually has what? Guys, I'm like, are those fucking mashed potatoes in that pot? God, please tell me they're not. Please tell me it's not with it. But that's all I've seen is the auto-generated thumbnail of that shit. The others tried to bait me over and it ain't gonna happen. I noticed that as soon as I went live and said Fred. She's like, oh God! And the Tragedy Pimp Squad was like, everybody run live at once to shut Jody's up. I'm like, fuck you. Yeah. I don't give a damn. Those who hear. Those who don't. I don't give a shit. I hear about them clicks, views, and I just hope those are not mashed potatoes. It's a whole square. Might as well just drop the hard ass potato in that pot right here. Not even cooked. What the fuck was that? How do you get? If those are mashed potatoes, how do you get that in that fucking? How do you do that? How does that go that wrong? And then you're feeding that? So that fellow used to real. Okay. Right. Okay. And make my mama's mashed potatoes. Shit. I'm gonna guess that cornbread recipe is though, and it looks like shit, quite frankly. It's fucking got a curd on it. The fuck is that shit? You scored that shit, right? Boy, it ain't Miss Hill's fucking recipe, bro. Not any of them's. You did that wrong. Oh well. Whatever. How does that go that wrong, though? How do you go with that? It's a fucking square. Wonders never cease. Anyway. That's the difference between even the Idaho mashed potato instant flakes and the Indiana flakes. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be one of them asshole channels that all they can do while pretending to call out the Zag is lay into her food habits. I don't give a fuck of what she eats. Let's do healthy, turn into cooking channels. And let's do our calling out Zag, but only really spending 6 hours on her grocery list. Wow, hard hitting. Fuck you. You fucking pretend tragedy pimp, goofball bastards, part of the tragedy pimps. Let's see you bitches. I always have. Y'all are stupid as fuck too. Yeah, but you help make money for the group, don't you? Pump out the narratives. Then you ain't exactly what the fuck you are. Fuck you. And that so many of you are built after that split off and that triangle thing became a thing in Leilani's. Right? After Rap did all that and the clown and whatever. It's a goddamn pity. Shame. So many are buying your all's bullshit too. And common sense should make them stop and think, man, why is this channel only willing to call out one or two ever? Why do they have the worst buddies? Why are they actually fist bumping known tragedy films? Why in the fuck is their only version of calling out, doing some dance fit or hitting on 6 hour light, just doing nothing but being like, the caloric intake for a Zig is exactly an oh my god, Diet Coke! Here's your son. But you're working with a tragedy pimp, mind fucking you into the guise of being an anti-tragedy pimp. If they ain't calling out all of them, got news for you, and if they're over here more worried still about making friends and teams and being popular, they ain't goddamn doing their jobs now, are they, dears? Duh! Right? Yeah, you can bet they're up to fuck shit, though. And they're getting shit from you all who believe they're bullshit in order to keep all their favorite tragedy pimps clean and clear and being able to annihilate you off the earth if you dare have receipts on them that might get them caught. They're there to siphon that shit too. But hell, y'all been buying that shit all the way back to a Carl. Whole cleanser of a goddamn scamathon making y'all think that shit was okay. Don't report, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. See, we're doing the good work of the Lord. Much like you bought a fake chick just being hit in a fucking fight between MGL and them. She was actually meant to tamper with certain real agencies and that lawsuit. What happened? That's how dark, dirty, deep, and designed this shit is. Much like a mug on Austin's desk was designed too, and much like. See, I have a problem. Man, I don't like that fuck shit. I didn't like it when Cuban, like, I don't know. And it seems like certain players, in and around all this fears, especially at dope shit, man, they've been helping this group target the fuck out of certain agencies and shit. All of them seem to have a hard boner for certain players and certain shit over the years, don't they? Anyway, no, you don't. I don't like that shit. Now I seen Canada shit and then they had a good giggle over it and then gave the hint wink that it was to attempt to set up laws on state laws shit like that. I was like, oh hell no. Hell no. Motherfuckers. Fuck you doing? Fuck around. Trying to fuck with LE and lost into that drink. The hell you say? I don't like that shit. I don't care if I like a motherfucker or not. But you don't do like the fuck? No. I may be like, fuck that guy, but I'm more of a fuck you tragedy pimps type of bitch than that dude, man, so. No. Shit like that just pissed me off even further. You shouldn't be fucking around with agencies and law enforcement, courts and judges and shit the way you are in services. Lawsuits, setups, all this other shit. You shouldn't be. This shit's fucked. Like, who the hell do y'all think you are? I know a few MIT motherfucking writers and shit think you're pretty fucking special, but man, you still ain't the level of catch me if you can the feds hire. Otherwise, you wouldn't be hearing YouTube bill. I know it makes money, but I guarantee you, none of you are the level of catch me if you can motherfuckers the real feds hire. Because they make it an effort to go around finding us far better than you dipshits doing nefarious shit with your talents out in the real world. That finds you just fine. I guess y'all weren't recruitable enough. So anyway, just, I don't know, I wonder about great of many things. So, every day. Including, one hell certain monsters around somewhere. On the 15th. Why they've done what they've done. Why they continue to do it. Why can a team builds and all continue to do it. Or further, it, magnify it, I don't know. It's a problem that both exist. You have to unwind it. Origin point, Occam's razor. Strip it bare. Back to the simplistics. The reality. Things witnessed and known, and things known to be fact. Evidence. Reality. For tragedy events can insert. And for all the assholes could start really caping and masking and distracting and super K all things. You have to remember who they all were at that time, not what they've become woven masked since. Because that is who they've been their whole lives, and it's who they continue to be. Sobriety, cloaks, looking woo-woo, separate masks for this, that, and the other, be damned. That's who they truly are, and that's who they will truly forever be. But those things before the world, public tragedy events, those are what matter. And you know that certain reality, the the real fucking reality is the real truth is, the real facts are, the real things witnessed, heard, etc. on the 15th. Those facts include things like knowing the first words Candace speaks after 609. To someone not related to her on the hill or via phones, etc. This fact those words show she had no idea where the fuck Summer was. And that, unlike her grandma say, everything had not been searched, and nobody's, like, and that even in real time in those moments, your brain, this bitch has no fucking clue. I know hard boy, the best chance at figuring out where someone actually is or was or anything is by talking to boys, because they'll know. But this dumb bitch don't for some reason. I'm going, yeah, whatever. But then already it may have been too late to find truth because certain others were already talked to, told to. Probably was. Didn't know that at the time. At the time, your perception of certain events and words and behaviors are different than once you come up on things. Once you have time to think about it, your brain goes, ah, fuck. Yeah. Their little keys fall into place. And the facts of the 15th are that our people coming and going, including Fred, including over there, other shit. Yeah, I don't know. I just know that a lot of those things were taking place within what is probably the real and time period that summer vanished within. Because I'll tell you, it wasn't no goddamn 5 or 10 minutes before LE was called. It's a goddamn fact. At least to me in here, it's like, you don't know. Like, no, man. Same way with this. And I mean, it has to be too, because you hear, and what I just recently caught was like Leslie and Mansour and Bobo at one of the conferences going, and confirming that. Like, holy shit. Like, But all those things were moving and shaking, going in and out during what is essentially that time period. Right, not just myself, but obviously my children. Others that this place and others on that road want to annihilate off the face of the earth. Hell, they fucked their bail sitting around they could acquire it. Attempted to get near all the other fucking witnesses and do all the things they knew about or can find or suss out. Screwed with, etc. But yeah. I, Knowing from day one, it all had a weird feel to it. Knowing very quickly, within hours, people were fucking up shit, looks like intentionally. Cloaking. Trying to put themselves behind safety walls and build masks and shit. And those fitting patterns of behaviors for years. And this place magnifying that shit and helping it. And then being used to destroy with intention and purpose. So many things. And still yet, I've not stopped. And that desperate. For now, many more reasons than what they had at origin points. Because of how extreme they've all gone. The legend is even monsters long known to you, though, are just, they're willing to mind fuck and fuck with and tamper and screw all you courts, judges, etc. with this goddamn team wrapped around all of them from being just a skirt by with being fucking abusing and shit, not realizing that it's not them that matters. They were never acquired because they mattered. The only in which they mattered was to help annihilate us and to try to discredit children and everything else around summer. But do they and Horace care? No. All they ever cared about was being stupid enough to do it, never realizing that was what the fuck. Maybe they did at certain points. Man, it pisses me off. It's degrees getting goddamn, ain't she done enough her whole fucking life. You couldn't have any woe. Think about that to that degree. Or does it just hurt that bad when you lose a brain? You're just no longer capable of. Wait a minute. You know what I mean? But it is indeed one of the things that infuriates me to no end. But can't think past self. At first, I didn't understand that, and it maybe never will. What its use was, and it probably doesn't even care. Just paid it well. But Fred, Lauren, Don, Candace, Rose, they're all different shit for different reasons. Always have been. But yeah, I'll pay no attention to the man behind the camera, I guess. Drink Kool-Aid, eat the shits. I don't care. I hope you don't, because it's detrimental to you all. That's how they take so many millions across the world for rides in and around these active cases. Same playbook, same notebook, same song and dance, same setup shit, same pebbles, carnival barkers, same methods, QAnon, Wayfair language, propaganda, MIT ego motherfuckers, all the same writers, types. Hmm. And it'll continue until it stops. I may be wrong about some shit. I ain't wrong about it all. A lot of it's pretty easy to see. A lot of it there's ample proof right in your faces of being done in case after case after case after case. Cannot be denied if you really pay attention. Characters involved, bullets, I mean, all the shit, linkages, the same players, research team, this, all the shits around each of everybody, fist bumping of all that shit. Law enforcement, locals, etc., calling out all the fuck shit, same names, same people, same playbook. All those around each case hammered in on, just like on the kids, right? The Anons, the Jeremys, the babysitters, the fry guys, etc., all of them. Same shit. Every goddamn time. But in Summer's case, it's been extreme. Extreme, extreme. It always is. Honestly. It's just not often ferreted out or screamed about for several years by anybody. They managed to silence each and every one they do this to around every case. Or to hide everything, move away from it. People never be aware and too lazy to go and look back or do any research or looking for anything. They just put in keywords and up here. Each and every case. Never know any better. Don't understand how this is a rinse repeat in every case. A lot of these cases are closed rather quickly, or despite tragedy parents' best efforts to destroy them or keep them going for years because it's what pays most, they're usually closed rather quickly. And so a lot of people never figured it out, realize all the things to even call out. To understand how extreme these people are in and around their lives from the instant alerts are released. Their news breaks. But man, just seeing what's been able, knowing that when they did the same shit over, this group formed over YouTube and Facebook, did in the way in which they acquired Seth, Katie, etc., and all this shit, Sebastian's. And Chris being aware of some of it, at least very quickly, and then them eating him because they knew he was smart enough to catch on or know, or somebody, or even law enforcement who was warning them to degrees further than social media sucks. And what they've been able to at least get done around Bullhorn stuff makes me happy. Just like Chatham. I'm gonna push back there. Change has to come, man. One voice at a time. Those that are unable to silence that can see them for what they are and keep screaming to hell and back. Until there's real change and there's no way around it. But to start doing shit about these tragedy events and the locals, they used to do it all the way up to the big boys and all that shit and the egotistical MIT motherfuckers and YouTubers and everything like, man, I mean, and it starts putting these social media companies in the crosshairs of real can't skirt by with, well, money matters more than once, lawsuits, we'll let it run, horseshit, denials of justice, things like that. And it starts becoming a liability for these social media companies more than a moneymaker for them when there's real consequences and effect for the social media companies alone. To transpire in and around and through their platforms. What amounts to real criminal organizations and really deep, dark, dirty shit. And real extreme cartels, sex trafficking, drug movements, money laundering, and other shit around the world through their social media platforms. And how they help those things along because they're all such greedy ass monster. Power and greed, man, rules the world, don't it? Little things, little changes until the big ones come. Anything good that stops some of this type of shit around open and active cases and real human beings and destruction. It's worth standing up and fighting for. Pushing back against. And not giving up. Okay, yeah. Alright, guys. So, I'm a little hungry. Yep. And the darkness pulls. So, so does weird shit. So, anyway. I'm gonna hop off here. Yep. Mm. And much like that, cat wearing Crocs. Thought it was a real ad for shoes. It had to be ad. Yeah, watch for them advertisers trying to sell you Crocs as shit. Yeah, shit. Especially those behind AI heads and such and shit. Fake shit. Weird shit. For low, low prices of, I guess, your fucking souls and whatever. Especially those here on YouTube. But I'm gonna head out of here right now, knowing that all these people, for whatever reasons, from June 15th of 21 until now, full of shit and trying to sell shit. And I ain't buying shit. So, fuck them, right? You gotta watch these streets, they're treacherous. Can't warn you enough. Have for years. Y'all do as you will, though. Be entertained, I guess. Well, it's really not entertaining in the least. What you're watching is the real life destruction of real people, real communities, loved ones, around fighters, survivors, the missing, the murdered. You're watching the fucking with and tampering of even agency services. It's not entertaining, man. It's fucking terrible what it is. What y'all do you, I guess. Anyway, as always, please do continue to share the DV/Universal hand signal for help. Okay? Y'all know my spiel, right? And please continue to share Summer's picture, information, and color branding. And y'all know what I mean. Run information and buy. That word when I say it. Yep. Does not mean social media, YouTube, blah, blah, the Facebook group connected with it, or none of that shit. Means local surrounding law enforcement, state police, TBI, FBI, real investigative journalists, not talking heads or entertainment news types. Means real sources of information in and around someone's case credible ones. Share those links as you share her flyer and basics with her picture and name. It's a very tangible way to help her, to help find her, and the person's responsible. Anyway. Y'all have a good morning, good evening, and good night, wherever y'all are, okay? Be a good pebble, a good spark, a good voice where you can. Enjoy the speck, the vast cosmos. Alright. Live long and prosper, my dudes.